Hello everyone, this is INE Foundation Lab 3 and section 2.7 layer 2 security. This section is about port security and Cisco switches. Let's review port security concept and I will come back and configure this section. Okay, we can configure port security on Cisco switches in three ways. One is static secure MAC address, the other one is dynamic secure MAC address, and third one is sticky secure MAC address. Okay, let's see the differences between these three commands. In static secure MAC address, MACs are configured manually by this command: secure port, port-security MAC, and MAC-address, and we specify our MAC address. We can configure static secure by this command. And MACs are stored in the address table or MAC address table. And MACs are served or stored in running configuration file. It means if we shut the switch, this configuration will stay in our switch. Dynamic secure MAC address. In dynamic secure MAC address configuration, MACs are learned dynamically. We can configure this dynamic secure MAC address by this command: switchport, port-security command. MACs are stored only in address table or MAC address table, and MACs are removed when switch restarts. In other words, MACs are not stored in running configuration file. This is the difference between dynamic and static. Third one, sticky secure MAC address configuration. We can configure sticky secure MAC address either by manually or dynamically. By dynamically, we can use secure port-security MAC address sticky command. With this command, we can configure sticky secure MAC address dynamically. And by switchport, port-security MAC address sticky and specify MAC address. By this command, we can configure sticky secure MAC address manually. And MACs are stored in the address table, like these two other ones. In sticky secure MAC address, MACs are stored in running configuration file. It is, if we shut the switch, the configuration will stay in our switch. So how we can configure MAC address and the differences between all three commands. Switchport port security, this is for dynamic. Port security MAC address and special MAC address is for static. And in sticky, we can configure it manually either by this command or dynamically either by this command. Okay, we have four types of security violation in port security. One is protect, the other one is restrict, shutdown, and shutdown vlan. The default mode is shutdown in port security. Keep in mind default. This is the default behavior in a switch. Protect. When secure MAC address reaches its maximum limit, packets with unknown source addresses are dropped or silently dropped. It means until you remove the necessary number of secure MAC addresses from the table. It will drop it until we will remove our necessary number from our MAC address table. Silently dropped means we are not notified the security violation has occurred. No any notification we can see in protect mode. In restrict, when secure MAC address reaches its maximum limit, packets with unknown source addresses are dropped, and you are notified that a security violation has occurred. We can see notification in restrict mode. Shutdown, this is our default. In shutdown, a port security violation causes the interface to become error disabled and shut the port down immediately, and the port layer turns off. When a secure port in this error disabled state, you can bring it out of this state by we can bring this disabled state bring, bring it out by disable recovery cause secure violation global confusion command. You can use this command to bring this disabled out of its state, or you can manually re-enable it by shutdown and no shut the interface. And this is the default behavior for our switches. In shutdown, it will makes the port to disable state and shut the port down. And fourth one is shutdown VLAN. It is used to set the security violation mode per VLAN. In this mode, the VLAN is error disabled instead of entire port when violation occurs. Okay, let's see how we can configure port security. This is we already know how to configure static, dynamic, and sticky MAC addresses by these commands. And this is our violation modes we can configure. Okay, now let's see how we can configure for security. Simply we go into configure terminal mode and then we go configure for security. Then specify our interface, and then specify our interface mode. It is access port or switch port or trunk. It is access or switch. Access, or if the interface is access or trunk. This command sets the interface switch port mode as access or trunk. Keep in mind, an interface in the default mode, dynamic auto, cannot be configured as secure port. This is, we have to understand that dynamic auto, if port is in dynamic auto mode, it cannot configure as secure port. We can specify the interface mode as access or trunk. We can also specify our VLAN, voice VLAN for our port by this command: switch port, voice VLAN, and VLAN number or ID. This is VLAN number or ID. This command enables voice VLAN on our port. This is optional if we want. And switch port security. This commands enable dynamic port security on the interface. By this command, we enable port security in dynamic mode. Switch port dash security. By this command, switch port dash security maximum number. This command sets the maximum number of secure MAC addresses for the interface. We can specify our maximum number of MAC addresses for our interface by this command. We have another command: switch port dash security maximum number, and specify VLAN and our VLAN ID or number. By this command, it sets the maximum number of secure MAC addresses for VLAN on interface. This is how it's specified for our VLAN. Specify our maximum number of port security for our VLANs. By switch port dash security violation. By this command, we can specify our violation modes, as I explained here. Our violation modes: protect, restrict, shutdown, or shutdown VLAN. You can specify by this command: switch port dash security violation. Then we specify protect, stick, shutdown, or shutdown VLAN. This is to set the violation mode. And we have switchport, port security, MAC address, and specify MAC address. This command will enable static secure MAC address configuration. And this is important to understand. If we enable sticky learning after this command, we specify this command, the secure addresses that were dynamically learned are converted to sticky secure MAC addresses and are added to running configuration. And we can specify a static secure for our VLAN by this command: switchport, port.security, MAC address, specify MAC address, then VLAN and VLAN IDs. On the term port, you can specify the VLAN ID number, and the MAC address. This is like this command. We use this command on trunk. If you don't specify VLAN number, the native VLAN is used. This is another you have to keep in mind. If you don't specify any VLAN number, the native VLAN will be used. And also on access port, we can specify VLAN as access VLAN by this command: switchport, port security, MAC address, specify MAC address, VLAN, and specify access. We can also specify for our voice VLAN by this command: switchport, port security, MAC-address, then VLAN and voice. Then we have all this command for our sticky mode. We can conquer sticky mode, secure sticky mode. This is dynamically. Switchport port security MAC address sticky. It will enable dynamic sticky secure MAC address. This command will enable a static sticky. We can also specify for our VLAN and trunk, and for our access on voice VLAN. And for verification, we can use switchport -security command, switchport -security address, and switchport -security interface and special interface. But these three commands we can verify our port security. Okay, that's it. This is how port security is working. What are the difference between secure MAC address configuration, static, dynamic, sticky link? We have 4 types of violation modes in port security. And the differences between all of these: protect, imported, we can see any notification. In this thing, we will receive notification. Shutdown is default for our port security, and it will make the port error disabled, and we can bring port back by error disable recovery cause physical violation as global configuration command, or we can shut the interface on up. By these 2 ways, we can bring our interface back if it becomes error disabled. And this is how we can configure for access ports, voice, and trunk. And this is our verification commands. Okay, now let's configure all of our section. Use this. Convert each one so that maximum of 15 MAC addresses can be learned on its fast Ethernet 0/1 interface. Because for our maximum MAC addresses on interface, this is so we can use by this command. This is how we can configure maximum switchport for security maximum number. Okay, let's configure this switch one. Config interface fast Ethernet 0/1. I will enable port security switch port security. If I tap switch port security, it will enable okay, this it is in dynamic port. Show interface tab. Interface brief. Okay, if I tap show interface, showdown interface Ethernet 0/1. This interface is in dynamic disable mode, and I can configure for security on that interface. This is an interface in default mode. Dynamic auto or disable cannot be configured as secure port. We can make the port either access or tag. I have configured this dynamic for a previous section. Let me change this interface. I will choose another interface. Let me configure this port security. Um, 2/1. Showdown interface. Internet. Okay, I have switchport mode tag here. Config interface and specify switch port security. This command will enable dynamic secure MAC address on that interface. Okay, and we have to set the maximum of 50 MAC addresses on that interface. Okay, we can use switchport, port security, and type maximum, and our maximum MAC address, maximum 50. 50. This is done. And VLAN 233 and VLAN 234 should be allowed a maximum of 1 MAC address each on switchport Internet interface. Okay, this VLAN should be allowed a maximum of 1 MAC addresses. We can achieve this by this command. By switchport, port the security maximum and specify VLAN. We can specify VLAN and set its maximum per second number for that VLANs. So now we can use this switchport, port security maximum there should be a maximum of one and specify our VLAN to which this maximum applies. We can use VLAN ranges, and VLANs should be 233 and 234. And 234. It sets maximum MAC address 1 for VLAN 233 and 234. This is how we can configure this. Done. And if there are more than 50 total MAC addresses detected on the port, configure switch 1 to drop offending traffic and generate a syslog message instead of shutting the port down. No offending traffic shouldn't be affected. Okay, this is our post security violation. It says if more than 50, 50 is our maximum MAC address that are allowed on this interface, and if there are more than 50, we should compose each one so that it drops and drop the traffic and generate a syslog message instead of shutting the port. The default option in port security is shutdown. If we maximum number received, it causes the import to become error disabled. We have to change the violation to restricts. In restrict mode, we can receive violation, but in protect, In portrait mode, we can't receive any notification. In stick mode, we can receive notification, but in portrait we can't. It says we have to change our default violation mode to restrict. Yeah. And switchport, port of security, and violation mode. We can put it, restrict and shut down. Yeah. With restrict mode, we can see notification. And that's it. But now let's verify our port security. We can use show port security. One is this command, show port security. It says secure port address and sticky action is restrict. Security violation 0 and maximum secure MAC address is 50. A current one is 1. The other one is show port that security and specify our interface, and this is interface Ethernet to/1. This says port security is enabled and it is port status secure up. Violation is restrict and maximum MAC address is 50. Total MAC address number is 1. It's alright, it's in 1 so and so on. And aging is disabled. The other one is VLAN, specify VLAN. And these are our VLAN are default. Our VLAN decided VLAN maximum. We can add only one for these VLANs. Okay, that's it. This is how we can configure port security and we can verify by these commands. I hope you have enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.